A busy day at Carrington today as several players reported for day one of preseason, including some names that won't excite you. Andre Onana is back with new updates concerning his situation and a price tag that has been dropped concerning him. Meanwhile, another player many of you would want to see out, Rasmus Hojlund, has spoken. I said it here before. Fabrizio has confirmed it. Hojlund doesn't want to move a muscle. What exactly are you feeling about this season that's coming? Are you excited? Is the feeling what you expected at this time in the summer? Honestly, I'll tell you, I'm quite disappointed. Not because Andre Onana is still here or Hojlund, not too surprised by that, but because of the little or no business we've done. Only Matthew Cunha and Diogo Leo have arrived as the new players reporting for preseason. Guys, that's sad. It's worrying, it's scary. But what's even more scary is the rate at which the internet is changing life, is changing the way we live and associate and earn and do everything we do in life. If you are not well abreast with it, if you are not educated about how the internet pays people, come and understand how it works so that you too can start doing those things that are going to gradually but surely grow your money. And trust you me, in a very short time, in weeks, in months, in days, you could be earning like you've never earned before in your life. I'm waiting for you on the number down there on your screen. Now, what's happening? So today was day one of preseason, and yes, Diego Leo reported. He was welcomed and hugged by his colleagues. I saw Kobe Maino there. I also, coming in, of course, with his nice hairstyle. I mean, the short hair looks good on him, makes him look humble, and he should be a humble young player. I hated that he was trying to go the Garnacho way. Not that hair plays football. These are things footballers do, but if you have a point to prove, you shouldn't really show that you have a lot of time to mind about how tinted or how curled your hair is when you're yet to establish yourself as an important player in the team. So for me, I like that about him. It speaks volumes about his humility. Then Matthew Cunha arrived as well, of course. Excited, you could see it on him to start. Then Andre Onana was there. You could see in his body language that he wasn't feeling himself. He knows perhaps so many people are doubting him. Now it emerges that AS Monaco were the price for Andre Onana because apparently AS Monaco inquired about him. And it was said they were willing to pay Man United are willing to take about 30 million pounds for him. So, but that was about last month, according to Chris Wheeler of the Daily Mail. It depends on how much you believe in Chris Wheeler. That's not my story, so I'm quoting someone. But that said, with or without that inquiry from AS Monaco, Andre Onana himself doesn't want to move. He's staying put as it is. He's not in a rush to move. So United as well, because they do have to find a buyer if they want to force him out, will certainly give it time because they know they've got other departments to think about, worry about, and stress about, I think, before they go to Andre Onana and his department. So for Onana, he's a calm guy and nothing looks imminent in terms of his departure. For Hojlund, I said it here before, that his ambitions are sort of at odds with what Man United would want. What would be ideal? United would perhaps want to look away from him, move on and progress without him in their project. But Hojlund himself, in his own right, certainly contracted, relatively new signing, needs all the time to prove himself. Says he's not leaving. He wants to prove himself unless the club chooses to sell him. That's up to him. That's why he was not listed among the players who put in their transfer request. So Hojlund is there. So meaning that as well is an impediment on Man United's progress to find a striker. Victor Osimhen, clearly Galatasaray are now so advanced. In fact, they have tabled already a 50 plus 5 million euros bid to Napoli. Of course, Napoli want more, close to 70. But Man United apparently do not even have any sign, have not shown any sign that they will be willing to go for Osimhen, maybe as a counter reaction for Gyökeres and Arsenal. So Osimhen might go back to Galatasaray. He sanctioned, of course, the talks to go on club to club. So for him, in terms of personal terms, he will probably be okay with what he has been offered by Galatasaray. So Osimhen is also falling off. I think he's getting to that point where with Man United signings, we're just going to use the elimination method. It can't be Gyökeres. Osimhen is off now. Jonathan David joined Juventus, is out. John Duran is not it. So who is the striker? Hojlund is beginning to see himself as perhaps that guy who will again start the season, hoping that things look different for him. But the slow or total space at which things are happening at Man United is a thing of concern. It was refreshing to see Mathis de Ligt. Remember, he finished the last season with injuries. I thought even Nusa El Mazraoui needed that rest. If someone needed that 2 weeks break, it was Nusa El Mazraoui, clearly. Going into the Europa League final, end of the season, you could see the guy had really run it out. He had run it out completely. So he's also looking fresh. But again, not so many new faces to be excited about as we build this new team. So what does that mean? Are we in any way going to be in conversations of top 4? If we compare the slowness of our business with what our competitors have done already or are doing, I'm talking Arsenal. You know how advanced they are with Gyökeres and all the other departments they have sorted already. You know what's up with City and Liverpool. What in the world is Manchester United up to? I'll tell you honestly at this point, we just need to keep positive, keep the faith, hoping that it's only slow because circumstances mean so. Because trust you me, the situation United is in is not the same situation as Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, all these other clubs. We are in a tight situation. And it was never going to be easy for Ineos to just come and in their first summer they're doing magic. Everything is ticking and falling in place the way they want. It can't be that way. Life cannot be that easy. After struggling for so long, you've got to struggle even more to get things right. That for me is what I think we should accept as Man United supporters. So not the best to hear in terms of signings, but at least the preseason is on. Guys are back to business, proper business. Let's begin now focusing on the football. But with Brian Belmo, third bid is what we are hoping for to happen sooner rather than later. Will it happen? Let's wait and see. My name is Webb. Like, share, and subscribe. And drop a comment. Let me know what you think about Rasmus Hojlund and his wish to stay at Manchester United. What's your wish? If you had one wish, would he leave or stay? My one wish is that you too understand how you can earn money from the internet so that we both earn, all of us can earn, everyone, wherever you are. We all can earn and be happy. This internet money is for all of us. No single person can exhaust it. That would take selfishness to think you can do that. It's impossible. Come and learn from me if you do not know how you too can fetch it. Cheers.